Welcome back to another revision tutorial with Miss Sweet. Today we are exploring the themes within the poem Kamikaze by Beatrice Garland. In Kamikaze, conflict and choice are central themes, reflecting the psychological and moral struggle of the kamikaze pilot as he confronts his fateful mission. The conflict is both external and internal. Externally, the pilot faces the expectations of his nation, family, and military, which demand his ultimate sacrifice as an act of honor and loyalty. Internally, he grapples with his instinct for survival and his yearning for life, weighed against the duty imposed on him by his role as a kamikaze pilot. The moment of choice is pivotal, as the pilot ultimately decides to turn back, influenced by the sights that remind him of life's fragility and worth, such as shoals of fishes flashing silver and cloud-marked mackerel. These images evoke a sense of wonder and connection to the living world, making the prospect of death seem hollow compared to the richness of existence. However, his choice brings about a second, tragic conflict. By returning home, the pilot is met with scorn and ostracism, as reflected in the line, "They treated him as though he no longer existed." Even his family participates in this rejection, as his own children learn to be silent. This reaction underscores the rigid societal expectations that equate honor with self-sacrifice, leaving no space for those who deviate from this path. The poem recounts the story of a Japanese kamikaze pilot who abandons his mission, driven by a desire to return to his loved ones, only to face rejection from his family and community. It explores the conflict between personal desire and national duty, highlighting the cultural emphasis on honor and the devastating consequences of defying it. The pilot's mission is described as a one-way journey into history, emphasizing the expectation of noble self-sacrifice. The samurai sword in his cockpit evokes the tradition of seppuku, reinforcing the connection between honor and death. However, as the pilot observes the green-blue translucent sea and recalls childhood memories, he realizes that the meaning of life lies in intimate moments with loved ones, not in abstract ideals of glory. His return, though, results in societal shame, with his wife and children emotionally distancing themselves from him. This tragic irony underscores the impossible choice between dying for honor or living without love, revealing the destructive power of cultural expectations on both the individual and their relationships. In Kamikaze, memory and perspective play a central role, shaping the narrative and deepening its emotional impact. The poem is told from the perspective of the pilot's daughter, reflecting on her father's decision many years later. This distance creates a layered narrative, as the daughter attempts to understand her father's actions and the societal consequences he faced. Her memories of the event are intertwined with his, as suggested by the evocative imagery of the green-blue translucent sea and flashing silver shoals of fish, which recall both the natural beauty that influenced his decision and the shared familial experiences they represent. The shift in perspective from third person to first person underscores the tension between the objective recounting of events and the subjective emotions of the narrator. Lines like "We children still chattered and laughed till gradually we too learned to be silent" reveal the gradual alienation within the family, shaped by societal pressures and the passage of time. The absence of the pilot's direct voice further emphasizes the difficulty of fully comprehending his experience, leaving the reader to piece together his motivations through the daughter's recollection. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have found this video useful.